we're going to take a slight pivot today. We're going to talk about motivation and why it should be a compliment, not a supplement. I'll explain what I mean. When men are fed up with the lives that they live, when they are looking for a change, looking for some way to improve their situation, they usually use some type of motivation to kickstart the process. Whether it's a video that they watch, a book that they read, a conversation that they had with someone, they're looking for some type of fuel to ignite their drive to change. And there is a benefit to it for sure, but there's also a bit of a problem with that. If you start off with motivation and you continually seek it, and that's what you require to change your life, then it will be a lot harder to change it. The reason why is because motivation, like plenty of other emotions, is a feeling. And unfortunately, feelings don't last. They aren't sustainable. Men were never designed to operate on feelings. Feelings are a very weak foundation because you may feel this way now, but in an hour, a day, a week from now, you're not feeling the same way anymore. So it is not a very good foundation to rely on a feeling to build a significant change in your life. It's just not optimal. For example, if you rely on motivation to go to the gym, you'll go to the gym maybe twice a week, if that, before you start going once a week, and then you stop going altogether because you rely on motivation. Motivation is not strong enough by itself. It's good as a boost. It's fantastic as a boost. And that's why I said at the beginning, it should be a compliment, not a supplement. A supplement is a replacement, meaning I can use motivation in place of in order to get to where I need to go, when it should be a compliment. No, I'm already doing this, but I can sprinkle some motivation on it to do it better, to do it faster, to do it more efficiently. Motivation comes and goes, just like inspiration, but it's not a sustainable resource. No feelings are. Now, there are a few cases in which you can use motivation for a prolonged period of time. However, that is not just motivation alone. It's a combination of ambition, greed, and obsession. It's no longer a feeling now. It's your identity. And not a lot of people have that gear. Not a lot of people identify with being obsessed with something, with caring so much about something that you become obsessed with it, that you eat, drink, sleep, breathe it. That is not a common trait for those outliers, right? So the regular guy, the normal guy, the average guy has to rely on spurts of motivation. I say all that to say not that motivation is completely useless. It's just never supposed to be the sole resource, the sole source of your strength. No, what you should rely on, what is tried and true, what is always consistent, is discipline. Discipline is a fantastic foundation. Why? Because discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline doesn't care if you're motivated, if you're not motivated. Discipline doesn't care what time it is, what day it is, what month it is. Discipline doesn't care about that because discipline is always the same. Whether it's raining, whether it's shining, doesn't matter. If you have discipline, the task will get done. And the good thing about discipline is that it has a longer lasting effect than motivation ever can. Because if you compare a motivated person with a disciplined person and you look at their lives 10 years into the future, the disciplined person is leaps and bounds ahead of the motivated person, because if the motivation is their only fuel, it spurts and then it drops. Spurts, drops. Discipline, steady, consistent, frequent, reliable. So if you want to change your life, if you want to improve and become a better man, a better person, a better addition to society, You have to start by building habits. Habits build discipline. You can use emotion, you can use motivation as a bit of a Kickstarter if you need to, but never rely on it. Make it become a habit. Make it become a rule. Make it become a part of your identity. Make it become a requirement, because all those things are components of discipline. If you have discipline to do something, it doesn't matter how you feel, whether you hate it or you love it, you're still going to do it because it must be done. So for me, for example, I know that I want to look amazing. So I have to go to the gym. I don't always want to go to the gym every day, even though I like working out. It's discipline. Habit compels me. I like to think that when I do it, it's no longer up to me. It's no longer my choice anymore. I'm doing it because it must be done. Because my body, my mind, spirit is disciplined to do so. And I just want to close out by saying that if you look at the effect that discipline has in the long term, it's harder to take away what you've built with discipline than it is to take away what you've built with motivation. It's much harder. Discipline sets its roots deep within you. It's not something that you can just shake off. It becomes you who are now this person. It shows in your actions and how you carry yourself. Motivation is just spur of the moment. When the mood strikes, it's very finicky, very fickle. Remember, if you take anything else away from this, motivation should not be the supplement, but the complement. It should not be the driving force. If you need to make a change, do not rely on motivation. Develop a habit, an easily accomplishable habit that will give you discipline. And discipline is a far better foundation to improve your life. That's it for today, guys. Sometimes I gotta give other types of wisdom. I can't just talk about women all the time. As fun as that is, I can't just talk about women all the time. Make sure to like and subscribe. Share this video with people who think motivation is the key. It's not. I got merch, shirts, link in description. Feel free to check them out. This one is one of my favorites and it goes well with this video. Life is a video game. Max out all of your stats. You want to be well-rounded, bro. Try to be everything. Helps a lot with everything. You're welcome.